Prince William trolled for saying Diana interview led to divorce, not Camilla. Prince William was trolled for blaming the BBC for Princess Diana and Prince Charles' divorce without acknowledging his father's years-long affair with Camilla Parker Bowles. William, 38, told reporters on Tuesday that the British network's 1995 Panorama special, which an investigation concluded Diana was deceived into participating in, should never be aired again. The interview was a major contribution to making my parents' relationship worse and has since hurt countless others, the Duke of Cambridge said in a video message posted to his Twitter page. Critics, however, were quick to take to Twitter on Thursday to point out that Diana's marriage to Charles, 72, was doomed from the beginning due to his relationship with Bowles, whom he eventually married after his divorce from the Princess of Wales. No, William, the Panorama interview did not ruin your parents' marriage. Your dad screwing Camilla did, one person tweeted. Someone needs to sit William down and tell him to stop. No one hurt Diana worse than her own. Her parents, her husband, her in-laws. She was both privileged and exploited, added another. Prince William continues to disappoint. He threw his dead mother under the bus, labeling her a paranoid etc. all to safe, sick, the royal family, a third netizen wrote. I'm pretty sure his dad King Camilla drove them apart long before this interview. Another royal watcher pointed out that Diana had spoken about Charles' relationship with Camilla years before that interview, writing, "Don't you dare undermine her paying for your Bowles tea." Others agreed, suggesting that Charles was the first to rock the boat. Diana did her interview with Martin Bashir after Prince Charles admitted on TV that he was cheating or sick with Camilla, and that his marriage with Diana was irretrievably broken. Stop gaslighting that woman. Yet another fan tweeted. After the investigation's findings were announced on Thursday, Prince Harry also released a statement, which read in part, "Our mother was an incredible woman who dedicated her life to service. She was resilient, brave and unquestionably honest. The ripple effect of a culture of exploitation and unethical practices ultimately took her life." Diana famously broke her silence on Charles' affair with Bowles, now 73, in the 1995 interview, saying, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." At the time, Diana and Charles were separated, but Queen Elizabeth II insisted they finally divorce after the sit-down. The People's Princess subsequently lost her Royal Highness title and the security that came with it. 2 years later, in 1997, Diana died in a car crash in Paris while on vacation with her boyfriend, Dodi Fade. William and Harry were 15 and 12, respectively, at the time. Man who will be king launching full assault. BBC faces full wrath of the Crown. Former ITN-chief Stuart Purvis has issued a grave warning to the BBC following Prince William's damning attack on the Beeb. In a discussion following Prince William's damning statement in which he skewered the BBC for its failure and malpractice in allowing disgraced journalist Martin Bashir to forge documents in order to gain access to his mother Diana, Princess of Wales, Stuart Purvis, former ITN chief and member of Ofcom, the TV regulator, told BBC News earlier the fact the man who will one day be the king of the country has launched a full-out assault on the BBC is completely unprecedented in a scathing attack on the running of the taxpayer-funded corporation. The news comes as Lord Dyson, who was asked to investigate the events which led up to and preceded the infamous Diana interview, found the BBC covered up an inquiry into the forged documents used by Bashir and that Bashir used deceitful practices to secure his worldwide exclusive interview. Mr. Purvis said, "Well, I think it was serious enough before they spoke. But so serious after they spoke that one wondered how could this be any worse." He slammed, "We have the man who will one day be the king of the country launching a full-out assault on the BBC. On the people who ran it at the time." The former ITN chief and Ofcom member added, and almost challenging it to get itself sorted out. "And I am sure the BBC will try and rise to that challenge. But the fact that challenge has had to be made by a senior member of the royal family. It is completely unprecedented." The damning comments from the former ITN chief come as Prince William delivered an unprecedented address from outside Kensington Palace directed at the heart of the BBC's management following the news that the BBC covered up deceitful practices from the public. Prince William, the Duke of Cambridge said, "I would like to thank Lord Dyson and his team for the report. It is welcome that the BBC accepts Lord Dyson's findings in full, which are extremely concerning. That BBC employees lied and used fake documents to obtain the interview with my mother, made lurid and false claims about the royal family which played on her fears and fueled paranoia, displayed woeful incompetence when investigating complaints and concerns about the program, and were evasive in their reporting to the media and covered up what they knew from their internal investigation." The prince added, "It is my view that the deceitful way the interview was obtained substantially influenced what my mother said. The interview was a major contribution to making my parents' relationship worse and has since hurt countless others. It brings indescribable sadness to know that the BBC's failures contributed significantly to her fear, paranoia and isolation that I remember from those final years with her." The statement continues by attacking the core practices of the BBC and brands the Panorama interview which his late mother featured on as having no legitimacy and should never be aired again. Prince Harry also hit out at the Beeb. He said, "Our mother was an incredible woman who dedicated her life to service. She was resilient, brave, and unquestionably honest. The ripple effect of a culture of exploitation and unethical practices ultimately took her life. To those who have taken some form of accountability, thank you for owning it. That is the first step towards justice and truth. Yet what deeply concerns me is that practices like these, and even worse, are still widespread today. Then, and now, it's bigger than one outlet, one network, or one publication.